Aloha.
Hey guys. Wow. We don't usually
I want to try something new.
Yeah, I was going to say that was fun.
Hey, besties. Aloha.
That was fun. Which also means
Hi.
hello and goodbye. So maybe we'll end with an aloha as well.
Oh, gosh.
You know.
I'm so weird. How's it going, Sophia?
It's going. I'm wearing another blue shirt.
That's okay.
I packed 2 blue shirts. Sometimes we record back to back, just as a little sneak peek into the recording process.
Ooh.
If you're watching on the YouTube channel, last week I wore a blue shirt. This is a different blue shirt, guys. So, just so you know.
That's okay.
But I'm comfy. I'm wearing my comfy pants today,
I like
too.
comfy pants.
So,
I always wear these pants.
I'm vibing. I'm doing good. I don't know. Reading's been fine. Been good. You know.
Great.
We're entering June
Yeah,
soon. It's coming
very
up.
soon.
It's coming up. Yeah. I don't know. How you doing? What's up with you?
I'm okay. You know what's funny? I haven't really been on posting on Book Talk a lot. I was just telling Sophia this, where when you have a viral video that's doing really well, it's hard for people to get back on your normal everyday content. So I had posted this viral video about the colored Kindle that's coming out next.
Yeah.
Y'all already know I'm on that. And it's moving again. So sometimes TikTok videos will stay. You'll get a bunch of views. And then all of a sudden it'll pop off again in like 4 days and then it'll stop. It's moving again. And we're almost at 900,000.
Holy crap. Wait. I didn't know that.
I know.
My goodness.
I know. And I reached over 3K followers this morning.
Yes, ma'am.
So that's cool. But I haven't been posting since. And even when I do post, it's like awkward because it's like, well, this is my normal content. And that one would just happen to pop off.
Although that video is within your normal content vibe. Like you're doing your thing.
I think
where
so.
Like you have the little mic and you're talking and it's like cute.
It's just harder to get people coming back on.
Look at that.
I also have been writing my novel, so I'm kind of dragging, but
she's an author.
It's giving.
It's giving author. It's giving author. Yeah, I'm also a little slumpy-ish when it comes to the content.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. I'm trying to get back on the grind, but I've been busy. I've been out of town. That's also halted a lot of things. So I'm trying to just get back on it.
Yeah.
It's okay. I was also talking to some of my other friends who are also creators, and we were chatting the other night we had like a 5-hour call. It was amazing.
Love it.
But we're all very similar and just kind of being like, and our followings are all over the place. I'm at about 5K. One of my friends is at like 1K, and then our friend Ainsley, she's at right now like 28K. So between the three of us, we have very different experiences when it comes to like creating content, but we all, I think, are feeling a little bit of like
Where's Hannah at again?
She is in the Midwest.
Oh, I mean the numbers.
Oh, about 1K. She might be more.
Oh,
now.
okay.
Yeah.
Yay.
Something like that.
Go girl.
Not me being like, I don't want to tell you exactly where she lives.
Thank you, Sophia.
You're welcome.
Because I actually want her address.
She's in the States as well. So 2 of us are in the States, and then Ainsley's in Australia.
Okay.
So that's we're all on planet Earth. I'll just put it that way.
Oh, there we go. Thank you.
But anyways, it's interesting, and I think we're all feeling that a little bit. Where it's like, and also, like, all of us have had at least one video go viral.
I will say something that might be troubling our little creator hearts is that there's always a possibility that TikTok will be banned.
Yeah.
So me and Sophia, you guys probably have seen our bookstagrams. And if you don't follow us, you should.
All the links are in the description.
Yeah. So we moved over there just in case, but we love TikTok more. So maybe some of the slump is there. And also they did another algorithm change. So I don't know if y'all's For You pages they look really weird.
It's just they're always changing things. There's always something happening that messes with the content we're trying to make. And anyways, that's not necessarily the point of today's episode, but if y'all get any tips or want to help us find motivation,
please,
honestly, because it's one of for us, and we've talked about this a million times, we love the creative outlet of it. That's one of the entire reasons we do this podcast in the first place. But sometimes when it comes to, I think, the book talks content specifically, I'm a little just
I know.
What do I even film? What do I talk about? I don't know.
I know.
I feel like I'm recommending the same books over and over again, and I'm like,
literally all I see on my For You page is JoJo Siwa.
I honestly
hate it.
It's so hilarious. Did you see when she was in Times Square?
I could not.
Dun, 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 dun. She goes hard.
She
goes so hard.
Why do I keep watching it though? Like, anyway, sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So that's what's going on
I feel
on
that.
this
I feel
end.
that. My For You page is definitely also extremely random.
I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't want to see the dance videos anymore. But again, I think TikTok is trying to.
Yeah.
Anywho.
Anyways.
So today's episode is going to be fun. We're going to do a bookish this or that.
Yeah.
And just like laugh and have a good time. So go get a snack, get an iced coffee, whatever you need.
Yeah. So we've done like a would you rather in the past. Mm-hmm. This is a little bit more lighthearted in the sense that we're not like, you know, like, oh, would you crack a spine of a book? Like, these are all good, generally good things. It's just more of like it's a better way to even get to know us even more.
Yeah.
You know. There's some really simple ones. I'll just kind of start us off
go first.
One book or multiple books. I would think like series. Like,
wait, at the same time. Wait, what?
I think.
Are you talking about like a standalone?
Yeah, like, would you rather be reading one book at a time or have like multiple books going?
Oh. Well, that depends because I like getting one on my Kindle, on an audiobook.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel like you can balance multiple books, even if it's on different platforms?
I'll say no. Okay. I would love to multitask, but I just cannot.
I also am going to say just one book. Yeah. I have tried the multiple books thing, and it never goes well for me. Yeah. Like, so usually I will just do one book at a time, maybe start adding in a second one, but even that starts to stress me out. So I typically am just also a one book. No matter what format that's on. I'm like, let me just do this one, and then I'll do the next one. I feel you. Want to throw one at me? We're just going to do a little back and forth. It's just fun.
Some fun?
Yeah.
Okay. This or that. Mm-hmm. Your favorite book adapted into a film or a TV series?
Ooh. Probably... If I'm thinking about my favorite books, like personally my favorite books, they're all, for the most part, duologies or series. So I'm going to have to go TV show because I think I would need it spread out. Right. But, like, I think if there was a standalone book, I think it could be a standalone movie. Yeah. You know? Okay. And there are some books that are standalone books that get stretched out into series. And it's like, whoa. Like, what are we doing? But so I think I'm going to go with the rule of, like, if it's a standalone book, a movie would be great. If it's a series, let's do a show. Okay. Yeah. Okay. The books that just came to mind for me that I would love to be a movie is Divine Rivals and Ruthless Vows. Yes. Those would be so great. Yeah. But do you think it could be condensed or do you think you would want 2 movies? I would want 2 movies. Okay. So like a movie series. Cute. And 2 is fine. Yeah. 2 is the end. Oh my gosh. Keep it tight. Yeah. That'd be so... those would be great adapted. I know. Oh my gosh. I know. Okay, we've got... I think I know what your answer is going to be. And I know what my answer is going to be already. Audiobooks or book music playlists. And I know right away what you're going to say.
Okay, hold on. Wait. Audiobook or a playlist?
Or like a
the
book
vibes?
Themed... Yeah.
I'll do an audiobook.
I knew that because you can't listen to music while reading. I can't. I will literally look up. Like, let me go to my Spotify right now. For real, guys. I have specifically themed, well, not me listening to a Disney podcast being the first thing pulled up on my Spotify. Oh, wow. But no, like, I literally have, like, I will look up the title of a book to then read said book.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Like, that's, like, I literally, reading the Poppy War.
Hilarious.
Yeah. Just for the Summer. Soundtrack for Just for the Summer.
Oh, wait, send that to me. Yeah.
That's cute. Like, I have literally, I will look up specific
we need to make our friends a playlist. You should do it. Okay. Because I struggle.
So all that to say, yeah.
Okay.
It's as simple as that.
She's doing a playlist.
100%.
I love that.
On purpose, too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Reread your least favorite book every month or never read your favorite book again.
That was a little ASMR for y'all, I guess, right there. Sorry about that. You know the thing from Despicable Me that's like, is this annoying?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's so cute.
I've been doing that with the kids I nanny recently, and they look at me, they're like, stop it. Is this annoying?
Thank you, Sophia.
I think I'd probably, sadly, never read my favorite book again.
Oh, no.
I don't think, just because it's every month. If it was like once a year reread least favorite book, I think I could do that.
Yeah.
But
I'll take that.
I think I think I would rather hold on to the memory of my favorite book, keep it in my heart, versus like having to force myself to read like my least favorite book because I'm thinking of very specific books.
I know.
I know. Could not do it. But I can
You know
see,
what? I'll say the same.
Again, if it was
That's
like
rough.
if it was like once a year, I could do that.
Okay. I'll say the same.
Yeah. We've got morning read or night read.
Oh. Low key though, it depends on the book. I'll say for me, because sometimes I'll be so excited to like read like a rom-com in the morning. And then I'll like read into the night of fantasy. What do I do more of? Probably during the day.
Okay.
Yeah. On commutes.
Yeah, that's fair.
Waiting at a restaurant.
That's fair.
At a coffee shop. Most of that happens during the day.
I think I'm going to go with night read because that actually is my favorite time to read. I do read a lot on my commutes.
Yeah.
And like various places. And I do read during the day as well, like if I have a free day.
Yeah.
That's how I read like 70% of the Dragon Republic recently. It was a Sunday afternoon and I just like
Hilarious.
sat and read. But I usually put whatever books I'm reading also on my Kindle.
Okay.
And so
yeah.
I think I mentioned this a while ago, but in January I really tried to start applying like when I'm going to bed to not be on my phone, but to instead, if I'm still awake, like just read on my Kindle until I fall asleep.
Yeah.
And I've still been doing that.
Okay.
And so I think that has turned me into like a night reader in the sense that like the lights can all be off and I can literally be like laying in bed as if I was on my phone, but I'm just reading a book.
Yeah.
And like I kind of, that's not my, I just like it. I just
think
feel like
it
that's a good
tires
way to
you
like,
out maybe a little faster than the phone because of the blue light and it keeps you awake at night.
I also have finished books laying down in bed like that and then just start crying and tears just start rolling out of my eyes onto my pillow. And then I end up taking a photo of myself on Snapchat with the flash on and be like, look how miserable I am.
Oh, not Snapchat.
The flash in the middle of the night.
That's cute. All right.
But yeah.
This or that.
Okay.
A disappointing end / unfulfilled cliffhanger. Or lose your favorite character.
Lose my favorite character.
I knew it.
You can break my heart. It's okay.
I knew it.
I'll cry, but it's fine.
Yeah, she's the bitter in the bittersweet ending. The bitter.
Yeah.
Usually my favorite character is the protagonist. The second to that is their love interest. I'll say I'd rather lose it because there was a book that Sophia and I read recently. We were like, they should have died.
Yeah.
But it didn't happen. Yeah, we wanted that to. So we are the bitter. I'm a little more of the sweet. She's still the bitter sweet. Bitter
like
part of the
in this
ending.
friendship, who's the bitter and who's the sweet?
Sophia's the bitter. I'm the sweet. But it's like
that
it's
makes
60-40. It's okay.
Those who know me, like, yeah, but also oh my gosh. Okay.
LOL.
Well, anyways, moving on from that.
Anyways,
one POV or multiple POVs?
Okay, hold on.
Because this could go one of two ways for you.
It could. You know, I'm already thinking of the Lost Bookshop, and I was like,
yes.
X-nay on that.
Yeah. You're like, you can cut two of these characters, actually. Two of the three.
Two, yeah. But I do like a good back and forth if there's two characters.
So just like a two POV. Okay.
Yeah.
You're not exactly adhering
You know
to
what?
the rule, but that's fine.
I will say it's hard to write.
Ooh.
Because I tried doing that. It's hard.
Interesting.
It's really hard because you have to like switch up your viewpoint, and then I thought, oh well, I'll just write the whole story in one viewpoint, and the same story in another viewpoint, and then put it together. I'm like, this is so hard.
Yeah.
Because how do you sometimes move the story along if you want to also share thought? Anyway, okay.
Wow.
What about you, Sophia?
I think probably multiple POVs.
Okay.
It takes me a little bit to get into it. But I think at this point I've read enough books with multiple POVs and I'm like, okay, I can do it. You know? Don't know exactly if I completely prefer it, but like I think I wouldn't not choose to read a book just because it has multiple points of view.
Sure. I do love multiple timelines.
Yeah, that's fun.
I think it's really cool, especially if you're like present day, 10 years ago. I'm like, what happened 10 years ago?
Right, yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
My turn.
Your turn.
Okay. Would you rather read with a snack or a drink?
Probably a drink.
Me too.
Don't want to get the fingers dirty.
Yeah. Yo, I was being so extra once. I really wanted hot Cheetos, but I was reading, so I used chopsticks
I'm dead.
to eat it.
No, you didn't.
Please tell me somebody out there in the world has done this too, because it worked. Why Sophia's judging me right now?
Well, you know what's really funny? So I was visiting my sister recently, and she took me to this place where the tater tots are to die for.
Ooh,
that is her quote.
Tater tots.
And they were good. They were really good.
Okay.
But we ended up stabbing them with like the sticks that come in your burger. Like, you know how like fancy restaurant places will like put a stick, and so we ended up just like sticking the tater tots like with the stick and eating them that way.
I mean, do what you need to do.
It
do
worked.
it.
So you know what? I stand.
Thank you.
It's fine. I'll take it.
you.
Yeah, a drink. Just again, like now, the condensation can sometimes be a problem.
That's true. Wait, okay. What's your drink? What's your go-to drink?
An iced something usually. So latte or coffee. But like in the winter, 100% is probably like I'm making myself a hot latte.
Oh my gosh.
But like in the spring, summer, and fall a little bit, to be honest, I'm doing an iced moment. So the problem is it can get a little like condensation.
Yeah.
So you just be careful when you're like, if you're holding a physical book, like not to let it drip.
Oh, that's
you know?
True. That's true.
So I'm all ASMR
I'm
this
with
episode.
you.
I'm not like,
yeah, we're gonna do a little bit.
I'm dead.
So I usually, I think I've become an exclusive iced drink girl. Don't know what happened, but I think
so we're exclusive now.
Exclusive. In the fall, y'all, I am a pumpkin spice through and through. Everything pumpkin spice.
Okay.
So I tried the pumpkin spice cold brew with pumpkin cold foam.
Pumpkin with pumpkin?
Pumpkin with pumpkin.
Pumpkin with
It
pumpkin.
was so good. And I only do hot pumpkin spice latte. Let's just say I was converted in that moment, and I've only been drinking iced everything since then. So
when we went, I will say when we went to our friend Tatum's place, and she has coffee, she makes it in the Keurig.
Yeah.
She was like, "You want iced?" And so she made hot coffee from the Keurig and then put ice in it. For
yes. Correct. Yes, she did.
We love that.
Yeah.
Okay. We have a bookmark or dog-eared. I think that's pretty. Yeah.
A bookmark. I will say I accidentally did it once to Tatum's book, One True Loves.
Girl.
And she confronted me.
No.
She was like, so you accidentally dog-eared one of my pages. And I was like, oh my God, no, I didn't. She's like, yes, you did. And I had to put another book on top of it to flatten it out. And I was like, oh, bro, I'm so sorry. I never do that, but I must have been like, I probably didn't have anything on me.
I was a dog-earer as a kid.
Interesting.
Yeah. Now, okay, let me expand on this. I just want to know, what is the craziest thing you've used as a bookmark? And I'm like thinking of for myself as well. The most common thing for me is a receipt.
Me too.
Like
I keep the receipts.
Stick a receipt in there.
Okay. Either a napkin or the TV remote.
I've definitely used the TV remote before.
Yo, it's right here.
Hair ties?
So
Hair ties?
Ooh, no.
Yeah.
Bobby pin.
Bobby pin?
But then that slips out.
That does slip out. I've also used what is it? It's gonna come. It's gonna come to me later in the middle of this episode. Playing cards.
That's
that's a
good one.
Yeah, but it works.
I might try that.
I also have used. I mean, let me just say, I think at this point I own probably 20 plus Strand bookmarks.
Right.
Because every time you buy a book from Strand, they give you a bookmark, which is so cute.
Yeah.
But I bought a lot of books from Strand. So, beep, beep, hi, New York. But they said, you're whispering, we're going to be loud.
Yeah.
So honestly, my go-to, and I've put them in like a little cup on top of my bookshelf, so I can just like grab and go.
Oh, that's
so
smart.
I actually do frequently use like an actual bookmark, but I will often go to just, I think a receipt's probably like my other go-to.
Yeah. I've done my phone before. I've just left my phone
in
my book.
You know what, girl? One time I use my Kindle. I was reading my book, but my Kindle was off to the side.
That is so bad. I will not no.
And I popped it and closed the book. I was like, I'll be back later. It was right there. What am I supposed to do?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well.
Just boop. Okay.
Okay. I get it, but also I really don't.
A girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do.
Oh Lord. Okay.
You know.
Oh, it's my turn. Oh gosh. Okay.
Oh, gosh.
Would you rather read outside or inside?
Ooh. Well, we kind of struggled a little bit in the 24-hour readathon a couple hours in. We kind of started wanting to go outside, but it was raining and kind of gross.
And cold.
So we've talked about doing another kind of readathon, but going outside for most of it. I think if the weather is like, it's giving 70 degrees, it's giving you can sit in the sun but not like heat up like crazy, outside 100%.
Yeah.
If it's, even a little bit rainy, I'm going to want to be inside with a little cup of coffee.
Yes.
If it's gray outside, even if it's warm, if it's gray outside, I want to be inside.
Yeah.
But if it's giving, the Metro NYC weather app says 10 out of 10, I'm going to be sitting outside reading.
Yeah.
100%.
I agree. But then it's hard, like when summer comes, because it could, in New York City at least, it gets humid and really hot. God. And like if you go to like the Great Lawn that's in Central Park, you can sit there in the morning around 11:30 or 12. It starts to get kind of weird, and now you're uncomfortable. So like, I would love to bring a physical book, but I'm like, I got to bring my Kindle. So I would love to sit outside.
Yeah.
But I think in the fall or like, whatever. If I'm at a cafe though, I'll want to sit outside if it's perfect weather.
Right.
And if the vibes inside are cozy, I'll sit inside.
Yeah. It also, a lot of book cafes are a little dark on the inside.
They are. You're
so
right.
That makes me want to either, I have to make sure to bring my Kindle if I'm reading so I can like see, because your girl's kind of blind. Or I will sit outside.
That's
like
true.
A couple of my favorite coffee shops here in the city they're just darker inside, because they don't maybe have the like full window access to just like the outside,
Yeah.
But yeah, it really does depend. I think if I had to choose, like if this was a like one or the other forever, maybe I'd say inside, just because like I could open a window type thing, and like I don't want to be forced to have to sit outside in like the freezing cold.
I get that.
But if we can be flexible, that's what I want.
Definitely.
Okay, I have here. Would you rather have unlimited free books or live inside your favorite book?
Live.
In a river enchanted?
Yes.
You want to be in a village?
Yes. The little villager, low stakes, garden, make some teas. Yep. There you go.
Amazing.
What about you?
I guess I probably also live in my favorite book.
Yeah.
Probably I'll join you. We can have a little cottage together.
Wait, okay. What is your favorite book that you'd want to live in? Is it River Enchanted?
It probably would be.
Okay. Not Lord of the Rings?
I mean, that would be amazing.
You
but
could
like,
be,
I would.
What's Frodo?
A hobbit?
A hobbit.
I could be a hobbit.
You could be a hobbit.
For sure. But I really, really would need to be like the lowest stakes possible. And even the hobbits, there's the, what's it called? The Scourging of the Shire or whatever.
Oh, no.
So like, I could also just, so.
See, now, yeah.
See, like, exactly. I mean, now, if I could be guaranteed survival and like go on an epic journey.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Yeah, I get that.
But
I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm also thinking about Harry Potter. But then, see, everything goes wrong. Everything goes wrong at Hogwarts. Even, like, a little thing. I can't trust it. But would I like to be in a Hogwarts world? Totally.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Throw one at me.
Would you want to read, your first go-to, an indie author or a traditionally published author?
Do I have context of the book?
Yeah.
Okay. Whale. I mean, like, part of me wants to say indie author because, like, I would want to support, like, we love our indie authors, like, we want to support, but I feel like maybe it's tough because not all traditionally published books are good.
I know.
And I feel like you can miss out on some really amazing books that are by indie authors. But then I got to be honest, sometimes indie authors, they just they publish their first ever book that maybe hasn't even been through an editor or like whatever. Yeah. And it's kind of like, you know, if it's traditionally published, it goes through the rounds it needs to go through. Yeah. You know? I don't know. Okay. Can you tell me first what you were thinking? Because I need to process.
I mean, I'm just thinking, like, if I were to go on TikTok, right, and someone was recommending me a book that's an indie author. Right. It's so hard because I know I'm going to be an indie author, but it's really got to sell me. Yeah. And most of the indie author books, like, it's not in a genre that I would like. Yeah. But then sometimes you find indie authors at a bookstore. So my first jump is to go to an author that I know. So if Emily Henry comes out with a book, I'm going to read an Emily Henry book. If, like, Sarah...
Hey, Sarah.
Sarah doesn't really have a social media following. Like, I don't really know her. I don't think I'm going to pick up the book. So that's where I'm at. Yeah. I don't know. I feel that. And I feel bad because I know we should be reading more indie authors. I'm sorry, guys. If you guys know of any indie authors books that, like, you love, please send it to us because, like, I would really love to get on that.
It's also hard to find them. Like, because, again, like, there are so many indie authors that are on TikTok, like, trying to promote their books, but there's almost too many that it's kind of like, y'all, I can't read all these. So it's like, what are the ones that y'all love? Like, I read Lightkeepers, that Tangled reimagining by an indie author, and I loved it. I thought it was so cute. Like, I would highly recommend that if you're a fan of Tangled. It's called Lightkeepers. I think her name is Kennedy Plume, I think is the author. Super cute, super easy to read. Was just fun. Like, and you know, so I think there are some gems out there.
Yeah,
for sure.
Maybe Kindle Unlimited too might have some indie authors.
Yeah. I think, do we want to do maybe one last one?
One more? Okay.
One quick one. Just because I'm very curious. Would you rather, or this or that, never have new books or never allowed to reread? So, like, either, you know, you just are able to buy new books, but you can never reread anything, or you are never able to buy books again, but you can reread anything you have on your shelves already.
I have so much FOMO. I need to get the new books.
Same. That's why I thought this. I was like, because as much as I love to reread, like, again, I feel like they can live in my memory. It's okay. Yeah. Like, I got to read the stuff that's, you know, that's out there.
Completely. Yeah. All right,
y'all.
Oh. Today's question
comes from...
I'm going to laugh every time.
Comes from bestie Kara Dale. Hey.
Hey, Kara.
Been a fan since literally the beginning.
Yes, an OG.
Hey. Okay, and this is such a unique question. Kara is asking, do you budget/plan for book buying? If so, what does that look like?
Oh, Kara. For Kaitlin, I don't. Now, if the budgeting means, hey, I got some money in my hand, does some of this go to a book? Then yeah, I budget. Right. But if I walk into a store with Sophia or any of our other friends who loves books, it's really bad because I'll just buy it. And Sophia just puts books
I'm just an
in
enabler.
My hand. Especially when we're thrifting. She's like, oh, look. She just, like, puts it in my hand, and I'm like, Throne of Glass, the first one, cool. Which honestly was a great buy. It was a great buy, but I can't go with her, or else there's no budget, Kara. So,
yeah,
what about you, Sophia?
I'm a bit of an enabler.
Yes.
I think when my rules for myself that I set are, if I'm book thrifting / in a used bookstore, the budget kind of does not exist because they're all okay. I mean,
Sophia, there is a budget.
At some point, I do stop myself.
This is Sophia girl math.
Yes, it is. But I can, like, they're thrifted or they're used, so the prices are less. So therefore, if I was about to buy an $18 book new at Barnes, but I can get 4 books at a used bookstore for $18, well, I'm going to be buying those, you know?
But some of that could go toward the new book.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
But I think like if I go into like a Barnes, for example, and I know I want to buy a book, I usually stick to just like trying to just get like one.
I think Sophia's saying bang for your buck.
Yeah.
So you get more books at a cheaper price. Mm-hmm. Okay, they're a little used. But like you've also been finding, like you found A Little Life for how much?
$1.50.
See, okay, that's worth it to me.
Yeah.
That's worth it. But
am I going to read it? I don't know.
Remember West Sider Books? The thrift?
Yes.
Okay, so I found Love Hypothesis. So, I don't need it.
But like,
I found some good books, new books.
Yeah.
But I paid about $12 for it.
Oh, that's like not that much.
That's
cheaper.
about.
I feel like you get
know what I'm saying?
less on. Okay, I will say if I am looking specifically for a book, I usually do go to like thriftbooks.com first.
Okay.
Because you never know, it could be there. And that's a situation where maybe I have budgeted for a book because I'm like, I really want, you know, such and such book.
Right.
So I'll purposely try to dig a little bit and see. Yeah. But yeah, if you throw me into a thrift store where there's just walls of books, or you take me to a used bookstore, the budget just does not really exist, unfortunately. I try. I do my best.
That was a great question and almost a terrible question for me and Sophia because we buy books.
Yeah.
But you know what? I will say, me reading has influenced my husband to read. He bought me that book. He's like, I got you a gift. And it was that book. And I was like, what? And he's like, oh, do you think it's okay? Like, I bought 2 books today online just because I wanted to read it. And I was like, there is no limit to buying good books.
I will also say I've been with Kaitlin where literally she's just like, I'm buying Daisy Hates. I'm looking it up on eBay right now. I'm just doing it right now. Or like with Magnolia Parts, like I think it was also with me. Like I just got it.
Yeah.
Or with with
the
other book that you got, large print paperback, Tia Williams. No. The other one. Kind of. I don't know. There was another book where she was like, well, it's this much in hardback at Barnes, but it's this much on paperback on Amazon.
A love song.
There you go. Sorry, yeah. I'm just gonna buy it. Like I got it. I was like, okay, got it.
I love it.
But yes, so
cool. Thanks for hanging with us, guys.
Yeah.
June is quickly approaching, and we've kind of been a little slow on our Fable app book club, but we will be putting a new book up there soon.
So be looking out for that. Again, everything is always linked in all of our bios. We also have everything organized in a link tree now. So really easy to access all the things you need to find. But we're looking forward to kind of restarting the Fable book club.
Yes.
Reading a new book. And
it'll be great.
It's going to be great.
You're the best, guys.
We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.